So welcome. Today we're here to talk about naked lasers. We're going to put that on there on your laser still. And you're not seeing double. You just there's another laser behind Ken. I'm here with Ken Lair from Claw. And you have a plotter, right?
Yes, I do.
But now you also have a NGL and an NGE.
Yes, I do.
What's the difference between the two?
Basically, from what I've seen from my training, the NGL is much quicker when it comes to the engraving. The speed on, let's say, an 8x10, like a plaque, that would normally on my plotter laser take 90 minutes or more, takes about 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, and there's no comparison. I mean, production wise, I can't do cost effectively production of large items, which this is going to make a huge difference with. As far as working with like the fabric, the focal length on the plotter is a couple of millimeters.
Yeah.
And if you look at what the focal length is here, it looks like it's an inch or more.
Yeah.
I can have wrinkles in the fabric. The fabric can be wavy, and I'm still able to.
Could you even do textile before?
I couldn't do textiles.
But people do try.
Oh yes, absolutely. I've tried.
Yeah.
I could maybe get away with things like maybe jeans if I got them perfectly flat and used magnets to hold them so that everything was perfect. But that was the only way possible. On here, I mean, we actually had wrinkles in it intentionally.
Yeah. You made some stuff for your wife?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because the wife helped write the check, right?
Absolutely.
It's hard to see maybe in the light, but we did. This is like a Canadian Toronto pattern that's in there etched. Mm-hmm. This is black on black. Mm-hmm. What do you think of it?
I think it looks great. I mean, it's very subtle. And as the light hits it differently, I mean, you see it, now you see it, now you don't.
Yeah.
It's a really neat effect.
What do we do on this one here?
We've got a couple of things on here. We've got the
Canada leaf there?
maple leaf, and then on the other side, down the side, we have, it's kind of hard to see.
How was that to register this?
It was very easy, very easy. I mean, the difference between this and, again, in the plotter is night and day. With the red light, the box makes it very simple. The straight, like going down the zipper there, I was able to look and see that, okay, the zipper wasn't quite straight, so I was able to maneuver it so where it needed to be perfectly straight, which I couldn't have done on my plotter laser.
Careful when you point.
That's right. I'm pointing back at it. There is a plotter laser back there. I'm sorry.
I don't because
I don't want to point at the NGL.
No, yeah, I don't want you to point at the embossing machine. No, so I mean the point is to demonstrate the difference for people. That's why we have it here, also to see what's going on. Did you have a lot of issues with your Chinese laser?
Honestly, in the first year to year and a half, I think I had 4 separate issues.
What was your downtime?
Actually, in my case, I was kind of lucky because the U.S. distributor for that particular laser lives 45 minutes from me. So I was able, if it had been somebody across the country, it would have been a totally different story. Normally,
would you ever recommend buying anything direct from there by yourself?
Direct from China?
Yeah.
No way.
Why not?
There is no support, number one. Number two, the instructions, while they are in English, are in some form of English that I've never seen
China
before.
English, what's the matter?
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah.
You don't know China English?
You must
it's
want
like,
to take the...
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, it's the same, except it's not German English.
Okay. Well, that's true. But I did, like I said, I had 4 different problems, and in each of the cases, I was told that, well, this is a normal issue. And if I hadn't been 45 minutes from him, I'd have been down for anywhere from 2 days to 2 weeks. So I would honestly never recommend even from a U.S. distributor. I'm leery of. I wouldn't buy another one.
I mean, we bought it because sometimes you want to have proof in the pudding,
right.
And I wanted to create the emails and the process. And I think you've seen the staff here. We've got qualified technical people that can't decipher what's going on. I had loose wires, and I didn't, I paid a premium. I said, send me pictures. I didn't get what was in the pictures. I didn't get it the way it was. It was scratched. There was things disconnected, things that fell out, things that weren't tightened. There was loose screws and parts that had fallen in the shipment and the vibration and and we shipped it by air. We didn't ship it by container, so we minimized the amount of shake and rattle and roll. So even though it's a big savings, you ended up spending a lot of money to get, I mean, it's relative to what you can make, obviously, but you made a big investment. And what prompted you to do that?
As far as with getting the NGL?
Yeah, well, about both. Like you did. There's a lot of hardcore decorators out there, embroiders and screen printers, who would never leap or make the leap of faith that you did. So, are you just crazy? That's hard. You got to admit that on video.
My wife actually thinks so. Yes, but but honestly, I had been in screen printing for many years. I started in 1996, and I honestly was getting burnt out. And I had wanted to own a laser for probably the last 10 years, but I'd never been able to afford it. And somebody finally brought in a laser that was cheap enough that I could afford it. So I mean, I made the jump thinking, you know, since I had somebody close by that I could deal with, you know, to work with. And just as an aside on that, even he actually took every laser, went through it, worked it, made sure that everything worked right before he brought it up to me in his pickup truck. I mean, it was it wasn't like it was shipped or anything, and I still had the 4 or 5 issues. So that was just I wanted to let you know that even in the best case scenario, I still had issues with it, as opposed to having it shipped directly from China. But as far as it was something I had wanted to do. It was something I really I felt there was a good market for it. And as far as making the jump to the NGL, after seeing what the Chinese plotter would do, and seeing the demos of the NGL.
Sorry, let's say one thing. Plotter, Chinese or not Chinese, plotter's a plotter. You still have all the same registration issues. You have the focal barriers. That's physical limitations based on physics with the optics and stuff like that. You still have space issues, smell issue, because you're sucking the smoke through the garment, over the garment, not up and away. So the plotter issues, plotter is a plotter. It's a different technology, and I understand that it's never been made to really take a hoop or do all those things.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So, tomorrow, I'll show up these 2 things here. Okay. So now you can see it. Not that you think we're just making up stuff, because only Ken and I could see it, right?
Right.
So how long did it take you to design that and go through the process from computer to output?
This one took maybe 4 minutes maximum.
Can you see how that's going to change your life in terms of quoting, in terms of outputting?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So,
quick question: how was the mini marketing boot camp?
Actually, I enjoyed it immensely. It gave me a lot of information that I will be able to use when I get home.
Information or homework?
Okay, it gave me homework. I mean, I got a lot of information, but it also, I mean, I have a lot of work to do over the next week, and then I follow on to that.
Are you cool with my tough love scenario?
Oh, absolutely.
That we don't go to the next level unless you completed these steps.
Mm-hmm.
How vital do you think these steps are?
Oh, I think they're live or die. I mean, you either do them or you don't survive. I mean,
did you do them in your previous business life to me?
No.
Okay, so do you understand now that, there's one thing about having good equipment, which I'm proud and we're honored and we appreciate what you do, all of us here. We now you've seen it being built here. All right. And by the way, the guy who said that we make lasers in a garage, his product, he's bankrupt, by the way. So, but I wanted to say, is that giving you value and confidence?
Absolutely.
Is it doable?
Yes.
Am I sending you to space, to the moon? Am I making you do things that are highly uncomfortable, or are they just logical sequence of events?
They're logical steps.
Okay. So is there going to be any excuse? This is on video now. Is there going to be any excuse that you don't follow through with them?
I plead the 5th. Oh, no.
This is in Congress?
No excuse.
Okay, so we did the same one here. I still like this. I still love the way, I don't know if you can see that in the light, but you shaved it right down to the bonding, right? And did you notice the higher quality of the product? Absolutely, the more beautiful and gorgeous it comes out? Okay. So tomorrow, you're going to be doing some production work, and I can maybe make a phone call, or we can just have Alex prompt you for some questions, because Now you're going to have production. You're going to have a job. It's for our trucking agency for golf shirts. The guys who ship you your equipment. So if you screw up the order, you're going to get your machines upside down. That's the rule we have. No pressure. No pressure. If you only screw up a few, it comes sideways. And you can ask which side. If you screw up on the left side, you get the crate sideways on the left. No. So and then we also have a sample order. For me, it's to promote the machine. It's for a development thing for a very large corporation. They've already bought machines, but they're so big that the divisions don't talk to each other. So it's a very cool leather application.
I'm going to be making gifts for my competition.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who that is. Well. Okay. So no, but it's just because you go with the two extremes. You go with leather and you go with sensitive polyesters and textiles. So that's important that you do that tomorrow, and then just give me a summary of how it was. Because at this point, when you leave, you have to be confident that you know what you're doing. Okay, and then you have to know who to call. Now you have a face on a voice. You met the guys, so you know that John can do technical stuff if you have it. You know that Alex can do certain things. You met our software program. Even the software is programmed here, so that's kind of cool, right?
Right.
And you know what's coming down the pipe. So I want to say thank you.
Well, thank you.
And it was like a whirlwind today. I'm sorry. No, it's the only damn in town.
I know.
I appreciate you coming up and visiting us.
Thank you. I appreciate being able to come up here. I mean, a lot of places you can't do this. So being able to come up to the facility, seeing my machines being made, talking with the president of the company, getting my
I'm not the president. We're brothers.
What are you?
We're family now.
Family. Oh, okay.
No, you're part of the family. You're under our care and protection.
Am I the brother-in-law that you hide in the attic?
No, I'm going to see him tomorrow. I'm going to see him tomorrow. So that's the other Alex. If you're watching it, he's talking about you. He'll watch the video because he's one of the subscribers. Okay. So he'll call me up. Say, hey, what do you mean no? But so I'm serious. I am not always easy to deal with because I need a result from you, and that is what you'll appreciate. You don't need anybody kissing your butt. You need a result, and that way, how I walked you into a client today. How was that?
Oh, that was actually awesome. Being able to see, the machine in use, being able to see what's being done by other people was, it's amazing.
How many embroidery machines did he have? Not sewing machine.
I didn't even see any.
It's a trick question.
Okay.
And screen printing machines?
Did not see any.
And he had the embossing and the laser. And what did he have around the room? Excuse me. Stacks and
stacks of textile goods to be done, or that were in the process of being done, or being bagged and shipped. You
saw actual invoices in the production?
Yes.
Okay, you had the color code system for whether it was laser embossing, debossing, etc. Right. You saw a job where they documented it took, or there was like 3.5 hour job. You remember what the total was?
That was the $710 order, wasn't it?
$751.
$750. Okay.
Okay.
That was close.
Yeah. When you start getting those orders, then you'll start remembering.
Oh yeah.
So that's the goal. I mean, when I say that you're going to get your machine profitable in 3 months or less, I'm dead serious, because a couple little orders like that, and the rest of the month is smooth sailing. And you can't feel guilty about charging it, because there isn't anybody else in the area who can do what you can do the way you do it, with the level of service you provide, with the quality of the product that you're outputting, with the way you deliver it on time perfect, and have premium equipment to do it perfectly each time. I mean, that's the money. You get what you pay for.
Absolutely.
End of story, right? And you buy German cars, engineered cars, so you appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And you don't drive 18 Mercedes, right? You drive all Volkswagens?
Yes.
All diesel?
Yes.
So you understand that when you buy that, you're getting a specific benefit from a diesel engine. And we're diesel brothers too, right?
Yes.
Okay. So stay tuned, because we're going to get Ken to make a video for his website. And again, I like to ask you, you're open to contract work, right?
Absolutely.
So what region are you in?
I'm in southwestern Ohio.
Okay. Good. So I look forward to it. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.